Master Dandelion, you promised us a ballad.
Yes, yes. Of battles and brave
Of
warriors.
sorceresses and magic.
Of unrequited love.
Silence, brats! You've not been in this world for long, so 'tis no surprise your heads are hollow. This is Dandelion, friend and companion of Geralt of Rivia. Who might he sing of, if not of the famed Witcher?
Right you are, honorable dwarf. I shall sing a fresh new ballad about White Wolf. Our story begins long before the Great War, decades before Geralt ever dreamed he would be famous. Its title, Bitter Evil Hearts. In the fall of 1232, the Witcher decided to return early to Kaer Morhen, fearing the quick advent of winter. The Witcher was angry. The final stretch through northern Kedwen was usually calm, but not this time. He was twice ambushed by bandits. Then one night, wolves attacked and killed his horse. He had grown accustomed to the kindly gray mare he had traditionally christened Roach. To make matters worse, at the foot of Kaer Morhen, he encountered a camp. Like all Witchers, he believed the fingers of one hand would suffice to count the people who knew the way to the Witcher's fortress. Visitors were a sign of trouble.
Perhaps we should return to Cairngorm. I have no desire to perish in this wilderness forsaken by the gods.
Silence, Merwin. They are but wolves.
Wolves that fearlessly attack and encamp when thick with campfires. I ask your forgiveness, mistress, but these are but wolves, like I am but an elven showgirl.
Did anyone ask for your opinion, Mr. Brings? No? Then start doing what you are being paid for, and keep your hopelessly cowardly opinions to yourself. We would all be safe if your boys manned their stations, instead of constantly playing dice while bathing in drink. Now take away this corpse before its stench fills my tent.
Can I ask what happened?
Wolves killed the boy. Nothing unusual about it happening in the camp. It's commonly known that wolves, the cursed beasts, love flames so much that they bathe in them if they could.
Enough, Brings. Who are you, sir?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Prince Merwin Adamain of Ard-Caraig. Kind of you to visit, finally. We've been awaiting your response all day.
Response regarding...
I'll explain. I'm Sabrina Glevisig, sorceress. Come see me at my tent. Merwin, I assume you won't mind my handling this matter?
No, though I will want to know what you agree.
It'll have to wait, whatever it is. Wolves approach.
To arms!
So, you finally decided to approach me. Good. Are you able to read?
I am.
Then read this scroll.
To my barons, vassals, and all free subjects.
Go on, go on.
Let it be known far, wide, and by all, that I hereby declare Merwin of Cairngorm to be our loyal and trusted servant, and to be loved by us, thus rendering all who cause him grief liable to incur our royal wrath. Henselt, King of Kedwin.
Good enough. Understood?
Indeed, though grief is spelled differently.
I see you are quick. So you accept that if the Witchers wish to travel freely and unmolested about Kedwin, they should not cause me grief, no matter how the term is spelt.
You don't seem like anyone's causing you grief.
Not yet, no. But that may change, and my patience has its limits.
I wanted to ask you something. May I ask what brings you to Kaer Morhen, sir?
My sister, Deirdre. She is my elder, and in Kedwin the eldest offspring inherits all titles and estates no matter the gender. My father, Prince of Cairngorm, may he rest in peace, passed on 2 weeks ago, a victim of syphilis.
So Deirdre is now Princess of Cairngorm?
She would be, if not for the curse that holds her. Anyone aspiring to the throne of Cairngorm must fulfill 2 additional conditions. Cairngorm is a vassal state of Kedwin. For decades, the princes of the north have bowed before the throne at Ard-Caraig, a throne currently occupied by King Henselt, who has made his opinion on the issue of cursed princesses very clear.
I think I get it. And the second condition?
Do you know Cairngorm's history, Witcher?
Not well.
We have this custom whereby any aspiring ruler, prior to assuming the throne, must spend a day amongst the duchy's simple folk, execute a series of menial tasks, and pray in the Temple of Freya in the evening.
Sounds reasonable.
The problem is my sister has displeased the simple folk in the past, and though she most probably could bribe a few prominents, the priestesses of Freya will never accept her.
I see.
I should be clear about this. I wish Deirdre to relinquish all claims to her title as princess and to assist Miss Glevisig, for her own good.
Can I ask a personal question?
You may.
What's your connection to Sabrina Glevisig?
Mutual respect.
That's evident enough. Take care.
For Brings! Gods damn it. Bloody wolves. I'll be watching you.
Take care. Take care.
I swear to Melatelli that I'll scratch your eyes out should you even so much as touch me.
I've had enough of that bitch.
Greetings, I'm Merton Brings, commander of this pathetic bunch.
Geralt of Rivia.
So, how's it gonna be, Geralt?
How is what going to be?
Will you make peace with the Honourable Glevisig? Please take that damn bitch. Or are we due to have a serious misunderstanding?
Believe me, Merton, you don't want to cross swords with me.
Of course I wouldn't. I've heard what your kind can do. I once saw a witcher at work. That changes little, though. We're on contract, and contracts are secret. So what will it be?
I don't know yet. Let's try to figure it out.
All right. Forgive me, I can offer nothing. We can't hunt because of these wolves, and our supplies are running low.
So what's the story with this contract of yours?
Well, when Merwin tells us to fight, we'll have no choice. He pays regularly, on time. My hands are tied.
So the nobleman is in charge?
Theoretically.
And practically?
I'll say this. Sabrina Glevisig interrupts King Hensel when he speaks by pounding the table with her fist and ordering him to shut up and listen.
What does Hensel do?
He listens. The woman can be very unpleasant. Merwin is from Cairngorm, and only recently joined Hensel's court. He's no match for the witch.
Who is?
Witches are best handled by witchers.
How did you find Kaer Morhen?
We tracked the girl here, thanks to Rhyme. He's the best scout I know. Could find a fish in a stream.
He did track the girl down.
Geralt?
Any thoughts on this girl, Deirdre?
Too thin for my taste. Nothing to grab hold of, eh? Or slap. Or take and...
I guess she's just not the dwarven type.
Precisely. Though, I wouldn't kick her out of the sack. Mess. Typically
Wrapped around her finger, she's got him. These are supposed to be mountains. Ha!
wish. Welcome to Mistress Sabrina's tent.
In case you're wondering, this is an illusion.
Everything?
Yes, but my dear Witcher, it's an illusion of rare quality. In fact, it barely differs from reality.
No matter.
Suit yourself. I assume you're returning to Kaer Morhen for the winter.
You assume correctly. Enough of the small talk. We have important things to discuss.
Thank you for your help with the wolves.
No problem.
You've heard of the curse of the Black Sun, Witcher?
The curse of the mad mage Eltebald. I believe he started the whole mess that led to several dozen nobly born women being murdered or imprisoned in towers.
Eltebald was no madman, and there is no doubt that women were not entirely normal.
Madness, normality, it's prattle steeped in relativity. Tell me something specific.
Autopsies were performed. The mutations witches undergo are but a minor clinical operation compared to those caused by the curse of the Black Sun. The skulls and spines of these girls contained red sponge of some kind. Their internal organs were in disarray, some missing altogether. Everything covered in moving cilia and pink and blue meat scraps. What say you to that?
Nothing. I've seen humans with eagle talons instead of hands, with wolf fangs and eyes, people with additional joints, all products of mages fumbling with magic. It's no proof of a curse. We digress. Why are you here?
A girl affected by the curse of the Black Sun is inside Kaer Morhen, Princess Deirdre Ademain, elder sister of Merwin.
What do I have to do with this?
Don't play the fool. That girl is a serious threat to you. Surrender her to me and no one will get hurt.
I'll think about it.
Sabrina, I wish to have a word with you.
Naturally, Merwin, but not now. I have several matters to discuss with Geralt of Rivia.
Is there anything I should know?
Don't fret. We will confer later.
In that case, I shall take my leave.
Ah, beauty in pure form.
Go and speak with the witches. Sway them to my point of view. I'm a professional. I know what the girl needs. And I'm very good at demonstrating gratitude.
That I do not doubt at all.
When I get my hands on her.
Psst! Master Geralt.
What is it?
I merely wish a brief word with you, sir. But reveal not to Miss Sabrina that I drew you aside.
All right. Talk to me.
Master, do not defend the lass you harbour now in your castle. She is not worthy. I detest her with all my might. It will be 2 years now when she passed through my village with her retinue. My father, keeper of the local tavern, took in the noble party. I know not if he offended her, or if it was just her whim, but she tormented my father to death, slowly and cruelly, forcing my mother and me to watch. May she be damned for the ages.
And no one raised a hand to stop her?
It was but the princess who had a retinue of armed men and who wielded a sword herself. There was nothing anyone could do. I beg you, surrender the girl to Sabrina, who will repay her for all her ill deeds.
I need to speak with the other witchers first.
This is tedious.
Hey, Wolf.
Lambert, who else is here for the winter?
Vesemir and Eskel, and, well, we have guests.
I know. I've been to their camp. What are you doing here?
Making sure they stay out of Kaer Morhen.
Our guests tried to enter Kaer Morhen?
Some pompous ass showed up with an escort of dwarf mercenaries. Obviously, I couldn't let them pass.
You know they're carrying a letter of safe conduct from King Henselt?
Not interested. This is Kaer Morhen. Royal edicts mean nothing here.
I hope that's not how you put it to him.
Didn't have a chance to. The Arcaspores sprouted first. Quite a few seem to have planted roots over the summer. I always thought they grew on the graves of the murdered. Some bad wind must have carried the spores to the valley. It's full of them now. In any case, the dwarves evacuated the noblemen as soon as the plants appeared. It's been quiet since then.
I can't meditate with the fire out. Seems I have to light it first.
Greetings, Geralt. Good thing you're here.
Greetings.
How is the path?
Tolerable. Nothing groundbreaking. What is going on here, Vesemir?
We've got a bit of a problem. The Princess of Caingorn arrived 2 days ago, claiming her envious brother and an evil sorceress were pursuing her. She's asked for our protection.
She's got her castles all wrong. No knights in shining armor here.
She was in bad shape, hungry, cold. We didn't have the heart to drive her off. And Eskel was acting strange. Before the girl fell asleep, she said one more thing, that one cannot flee one's fate. Later, Eskel told me a story. Some 20 years ago, he saved the Prince of Caingorn's life. He cited the law of surprise, and as they say, destiny proved fortunate. Unbeknownst to the prince, his wife was with child.
I'm not sure that was entirely fortunate.
So you've heard of the curse. In any case, on a day when the sky was dark as night at high noon, the princess gave birth to a girl. As far as I know, Eskel never returned to claim the child promised him by the prince. For some reason, ever since then, he's always taken the long way around Caingorn. So, now we need to deal with the brother of Eskel's unexpected child, a retinue of mercenaries, and a sorceress bent on dissecting the woman she suspects of being a mutant. As if that's not enough, the brother carries a letter of safe conduct from King Henselt himself. So we can hardly just drive them all away.
What do we do?
Talk to Eskel. She's his surprise. We'll meet back at the ford Lambert is guarding. Think it through, Wolf. I want to hear your opinion.
Fine.
Wolf.
Tell me about the girl.
She seems a bit strange, though I wouldn't call her a monster.
Strange how?
When she's near, my medallion goes wild, and I can't cast even the simplest signs. I can't explain it.
What do you think about this dispute, Deirdre, Sabrina, and the nobleman?
We should stay out of it. Geralt, we protect humans from monsters. That's our vocation. Meddling in human affairs only brings trouble.
Do you mean the letter bearing King Henselt's seal?
Exactly. We can't afford to provoke the king. This could get sticky.
I get your point. I'll see if I can learn some more.
Wolf.
Where's Deirdre?
A little further on with her wolves.
I should talk to her.
Wolf.
Why is everyone outside?
The keep is locked. I'd rather not unlock it with strangers around. We're better off spending a few days out in the open. That way I can be sure no one will go sniffing around the fortress.
True enough.
Wolf.
I need to look around.
Greetings, Geralt. I'm Deirdre. Eskel spoke of you.
I've heard a few things about you, too.
If you mean from that lying shrew Glevisig.
Calm down. I don't tend to judge based on rumors.
Geralt.
What do you want from Eskel?
You can be disarmingly kind.
Just answer the question.
I want him to stop fleeing his destiny.
And become Prince of Caingorn? Are you feeling all right, Deirdre? Eskel is a witcher.
What of it? It seems you don't know how childish your witch's mores sound. I constantly hear things like, we're witches have no feelings, and so on. You don't fool me. You have feelings, emotions, you're like all people except faster. I cannot fathom why you strive so hard to hide that.
It's rarely wise to fight a legend. Sometimes you have to make do with it.
Perhaps. But I'm not deceived.
How did you find Kaer Morhen?
I always know where Eskel is. I merely need to think about him.
Deirdre, do you know what Sabrina and your brother want from you?
Isn't it obvious? Sabrina wants to place my sweet little brother on the throne of Caingorn. My brother, who is entirely subservient to her, and who, as the Prince of Caingorn, will have a vote on King Henselt's council.
I was asking about something else.
All right, then. She believes me to be cursed, tainted in my mother's very womb. She believes me to be a monster.
Are you?
How the hell should I know? When I prick my finger, I bleed. I also bleed each month. When I eat too much, my stomach aches. I sing when I am joyful. And when I feel hatred, I kill. I don't know if I'm a monster. Yet I do know what Sabrina is capable of. She is a monster you seek.
Explain. I'd like to hear your side.
I was 19 and happy when Sabrina showed up at the castle. My father, who always preferred Merwin, was old and ill by this time, so he could no longer bother me. My brother had been away at King Henselt's court, and I could handle most of the courtiers. I was at a tender age, and I fell in love. His name was Roban. I even considered a morganatic marriage. Girlish fantasy.
What does Sabrina have to do with this?
She arrived with my brother, whom she already had on a short lead. She observed me, interrogated servants, tested the situation. My father's company of knights treated me like a daughter. I had always liked hunting, took part in manhunts for bandits. She needed proof, some spectacular way to defame me.
And in your carelessness, you provided her with that proof.
Sabrina decided to provoke me. She seduced Roban using magic so powerful that his mind became confused. He suddenly developed an intense fear of animals, especially of the dogs he bred. I wanted to help him. It was then I discovered that mages found it hard to cast spells in my presence, and that spells previously cast gradually subsided if I was near. I went to the small chamber Roban inhabited just above the kennel, and I found Sabrina there. I admit, I was enraged, wanting to tear her apart, but she was too quick. The hag flew out of the window on a broom. Roban was left drooling, whimpering like a child. Within an hour he had ceased gibbering, and within 2 he understood what the witch had done to him. I thought all was in order and I could leave him. I wished to settle the score with her and entered the castle. I know not what happened, but the spell grasped Roban once more as soon as I was gone. He began feverishly seeking Sabrina. In his wildness he entered a pen occupied by a very aggressive hunting hound.
Did he survive?
Yes. Though mentally he became a 2-year-old child, a child that feared animals intensely. Sabrina blamed the accident on me. I swore then that I would kill her. I carry a blade should I get the opportunity to use it.
Your wolf's eyes are glazed over with hunger.
They're starved. Because of that bitch Sabrina, I cannot venture beyond the fortress walls. They choose to remain at my side, thus depriving themselves of the opportunity to hunt.
You seem to have a better understanding with wolves than with humans.
I raised them from when they were cubs. In a sense, they are my only friends.
I've heard that wolves can survive a month without nourishment. From what I know, that's not true of princesses.
Geralt?
be going.
Hey, Geralt.
Eskel, I wanted to talk about Deirdre.
Fine, but we should tend to the Kikimors first. We need to destroy their cocoons. The Ard is best for that. It's dark inside, so down a dose of cat.
I'm fresh out of potions.
Hey, Geralt.
Eskel, I wanted to talk about Deirdre.
Fine, but we should tend to the Kikimors first. We need to destroy their cocoons. The Ard is best for that. It's dark inside, so down...
Let's...